How's it been, like, not being at the gym? Gym's not open right now, innit?
It's open for me now because we're fighting.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, only for fighters and that. But
before it was open, when did it open?
1st of June.
So before that, yeah, like, obviously this happened like, when was it? Like
March.
late March?
Like mid-March, yeah.
Like, from then, like, what was the pattern?
Home workouts.
No pattern.
There was no pattern.
I wasn't even working at home, bro. I was told to like do my thing, run and that. But I ain't gonna lie, mentally, I wasn't in that place. I'm thinking, yo, I'm meant to be fighting in like 2-3 weeks. And now you're telling me everything's locked off.
So you had a fight booked before?
Because I remember the fight was supposed to be like early, innit?
Yeah, I meant to fight April 11th.
Yeah.
April 11th. And then all of a sudden, boom, everything's cancelled. No fights, no that. And I'm like, what? Bro, from I landed, because I went to New York over New Year's and that.
Yeah.
From I landed January, I'd been in the gym for 3 solid months, getting ready for this fight. Then you're telling me it's done. Like, there's no fights, and we don't know when it's coming back. Yeah, cool, man. I went to my bed, bro. Yeah, bro, like,
head loss.
I'm thinking, you know what? Yeah, try to stay on it. And I'm like, nah. So I was eating anything, drinking anything.
So you just baked off.
My head's all over, all in social media. Like, everything was just done, and then I kind of picked myself up that. And like after like 6 weeks, I know it's long, but like after 6 weeks, I kind of felt like, nah, let me go out for a run.
Yeah.
And I started doing runs every other day. Then I started, I found one of my brethren. Then he came out with his pads and his boxing stuff, and I was hitting pads with him. Then we started doing that every day. So I do that every day and then run every other day, and then I started picking it up. Then eventually I got a call saying gyms could be open soon. We're figuring out things and stuff. So I was like, cool, say no more. So then mentally I'm getting better now. I'm thinking, say no more.
You got to aim.
Get on it.
You got like something like
coming. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I got something to look forward to. So then as I started doing that, boom, we went on, and then the gym's open, and I was heavy, but I weren't as unfit as I would have been.
Was you rusty?
Yeah, I was rusty still.
Because when man went,
I'm hitting it like, nah, that's not it.
when man went to Peacocks that time, like the gym, you could just smell the work in the air, man.
Yeah,
you can smell it. It's one of them ones, and you get motivated in it by seeing everyone going hard as well. So like not being at the gym, like for you lot, must have been mad. Because it's like you're used to being in an environment where everyone's working hard. You see man sparring, you see man sweating, and then everyone's grinding in it. But when you're not in that, and then you're kind of left to your own devices, like as a boxer as well, and you have to do your own thing. People must have been falling off, innit?
Bad people falling off. Do you know what it was? You know what's so funny though? This is the funny thing about it, yeah. This is why I don't play nobody's game, bro. I don't feed into social media stuff. In the beginning, everyone's posting every workout. Yeah, we stay working. I'm working. I'm doing my miles. You know.
Well, that wasn't even just boxers, fam. That was just
everybody. Like, I'm doing my runs. At first, I thought, bad. Like, right, everyone's working. I'm just out here, and then I thought, you know, I don't even care, bro. See, when I started doing my thing, everyone's falling off. Oh, I ain't trained in a while. I'm like, wait, hold on. Just the other day you was on it. Like, you know what I'm gonna say?
At the start, everyone was doing these 5K runs every day.
On the Nike app.
Yeah.
That's what everyone get on at me, you know, the Nike
Screenshot your time and put it on social media. Why? Like,
everyone's
why?
throwing pads saying, yeah, we stay working, doing their little shadow boxing or running. Everybody, like, not just boxers, like, has him, but everybody, for me. Then, obviously, I'm just thinking, yo, I'm chilling, bro, but it's nice to see you guys working, you feel me? But then I just knew eventually you're going to fall off because you ain't got a target right now. Like, everybody has targets and goals, you feel me? And that's what keeps you motivated. Unless you're one of them guys that just naturally love to work out and love to train, you're obviously going to stay on it and find a way, but you might fall off for at least a week and then whatever, you feel me? Because obviously things get boring, innit? Like, that also makes you fall off. So all these guys training, I just knew you're not training for anything. Like, right now, you're not cutting weight.
It was, bro. They're training for social media.
Well, social media weren't enough, cuz.
It wasn't.
You ain't got to fight. You ain't got to cut weight.
Yeah.
And you're not getting ready for no one. You can't even do real pads. Like, whoever you're doing pads with is not to the level of your trainer.
Yeah.
Feel me? So even me when I'm doing pads with my brethren, it's not to the standards. But I'm just taking it for what it is. Feel me? So at first, I'm just like, whatever, man. You lot do it then. And when I started going, obviously, I was on house party a lot. So when I started going on and I just saw my cheeks getting chubbier and chubbier, I'm like, yeah, I feel like I hit the roads now. Still, you feel me?
Selfie cam.
And when I got on it, I didn't fall off.
Yeah.
Because I got on it,
you
getting
got closer,
back.
you
feel me? So now I'm thinking, all right, we're getting back now, so you can't fall off. Because when you get back and you're mad unfit, you're not getting no fights or no call-ups. So, for me, stay on it.
Do you know what I think, bro? You see, like, when you're watching, like, those championship fights and that, I'm talking like the heavyweights and them things there.
Yeah.
Like you see them, yeah, months before the fight, and they just look fat, out of shape, like they're not doing nothing. And then as soon as they get hit up for a fight, bags on the table, like it's like 6 weeks or 8 weeks, and they start training. Why is that? Why is it? Yeah, like when like throughout the year, man are not really training.
You know what it is?
And then when they have a fight, they go into like a camp.
Obviously, I can't speak for everyone, but I'm assuming when you're at that level, you got your hands in loads of different things for me. Like you got businesses you're sorting out, you got family, you got things you're working out, so deals and that, you feel me? So you might just, because you ain't got a date, you might just take that time out to be like, yo, let me focus on these kind of things, you feel me? And then when you get a date, give me enough time, 8, 12 weeks, and then maybe I'll be like, all right, cool, say no more, we can get to it.
Yeah, so you're saying is basically they kind of like when the date comes, they're 100% so focused on that they know they're not gonna have time to prioritize the family and stuff like that. So during the time you don't have the date, this is where you can pattern the little things that sound trivial to no 100%. One, like signing the little books and that.
You know what I'm saying? Doing their tours or whatever they do. You know what I'm saying? See these things that they do. But then obviously aside from that, they will still be training, but just not to that intensity. But they'll be training. They might go like, you know, maybe they're in the gym 3 days a week, or maybe they're out here weekends or just doing runs every night and not in the gym. Or some people's camps are nowhere near their house. So someone might live in Manchester and might come down for camp in London. If they're not fighting or anytime soon, if they ain't got nothing in the works, like maybe a date coming up or a date set, there's no need for them to really be in the city, you feel me? So they'll just train where they are. But as for me, we're in the gym all year round. I ain't really got much to do outside of that. Like I'm not at that level where my money's in places and things like that, or I'm like one of them top fighters that get 12 weeks to get ready. I'm at that stage where I get enough time to get ready, but an opportunity might pop up that I might need to take. So
man have to stay ready, innit? Man have to
stay
ready.
One of your last fights, I felt like it was not out of nowhere, but you didn't know who you was fighting. How does that feel, if that makes sense? Or something changed, if I remember. Something changed last minute, and the person you was fighting changed.
Oh, I had a fight where I found out on the day I was fighting.
I remember.
How does that feel, bro? What does that mean?
That's nuts.
What?
It was mad though, car. I was getting ready for a fight anyway.
Yeah.
And it was like 2.5 weeks before my next fight.
Okay, cool.
So we thought, right, all right, cool. The opportunity came up, but because it was on a dinner show that was being promoted by Frank Roman, obviously at the time I wasn't signed to no one.
Yeah.
So that was an opportunity that I thought, right, okay, cool, we got to take this one, you feel me? So I thought about it and I was like, all right, cool, let's go. If it was anyone else, I probably wouldn't have done it. I'd be like, nah, man's fighting soon. Or my team wouldn't even have put it to me. But because that was an opportunity to get seen on the spot rather than word of mouth saying, hey, he's good, getting seen on your show and obviously performing, I just took it. But that morning, I ain't gonna lie, that's one of them. I think I was the most nervous for that fight, even though the guy was tough in it, but I didn't know who I was fighting till I got there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I was more nervous for that because I'd just done 10 rounds sparring that morning.
Mad thing.
So what, you did it sparring that morning?
Yeah, bro. So I'm thinking,
I'm not taking that fight, you know.
Bro, it was so mad, but I just saw the opportunity. So on the way there, now I'm thinking, oh damn, wait, hold on, I've done all of this. Well, what if I get tired? That's peak. It's mad. I'm thinking, alright, they're not gonna match me up with no one mad. You feel me? Then I'm just hearing the name. I'm like, I've heard this name. Let me search him out. I search him, I'm like, raw, I'm fighting this shit. He's a brick wall, cause. But obviously, he was originally at welterweight, but he couldn't make it, so he come up.
Oh, he came up.
Come up a couple weights in it, but. So obviously I thought, okay, he's not my weight. He's lighter than me, so that's an advantage already. But I just don't want to get tired because obviously I trained in the morning. Yeah. Obviously, luckily I knocked him out in the second round, and then I was like, yeah, I'm good. What happened
from that? Is that where Frank Rowan saw you?
From that, I had the fight after on the dinner show that I was meant to have it on 2 weeks later. Then the year after, that's when my manager and Frank obviously sorted out a contract for me and boom, sent it over to me and then got signed still.
That's good still.
Sick. So the gym's open now?
Yeah, it's open now. It's been open since June.
How are they working it with like obviously the social distancing kind of vibe?
You know what? It's not open for the public.
Oh, is it?
It's only us lot that are boxing, that have dates coming up. And obviously people that are coming to help us spar. But the first day we got there, they tested all of us.
What, like for drugs and that?
No, bro, for COVID.
Oh, I'm thinking.
This guy's lidge, bro.
And that, couple man might have been doing their thing while they were
thinking, I'm slacking now, I've got to get something.
You feel me?
Something's got to boost me up. How does that work, though? That's a good question. Do they do that randomly after fights, before fights? Obviously in football.
Because they do drug testing, innit?
Yeah, in football, they just do it randomly.
Yeah, they do drug testing. It was all random, but I guess it depends on the level of the fight you have, innit?
Or if they watch you and you're like, raw, my man knocked him out quickly. Yeah, no.
Yeah, a bit too quick.
Let's get him in.
A bit too quick.
Get his urine sample.
I ain't been drug tested yet.
Oh, is it?
But I guess when you're at a certain level, like fighting championship fights, that's when they'll start the drug test. Because obviously it costs a lot of money, innit?
Yeah.
So like they just drug test anybody. Like remember, boxing is not it's not like it's not set up like football. Football money runs through the whole sport. You know what I'm saying? Everyone gets money. The FA pay for this and that. Every level. You feel me? So boxing's not like that. Certain levels where guys fighting probably don't get paid. I remember one of my fights I got like £200.
So
selling tickets, and then obviously I didn't sell enough. I had a 8-rounder where I had to pay my opponent more and pay things more, and I ended up getting like £200.
So you got to pay the
when you're not signed,
the journeyman they call them.
basically, bro. So I'm paying the guy to come and fight me. Like it's just set up different, innit? Like
mad.
When you're not signed, it's different.
So how does it work with like ticket sales and that? If you're on an undercard, and then obviously you're promoting, does everyone on the undercard get paid out, or how do they work it?
Obviously, if it's on a show that a promote, like someone like Frank Warren or Eddie Hearn's promoting, they sort out all the wages for everybody. From the start, but if you're on like one of these small horse shows,
he's big business, fam.
So, but like when you're on a small horse show, and obviously like you might not be signed to the promoter, you got to sell the tickets, and that's where your money comes from. That's where your money comes from, your opponent's money comes from, and obviously the promoter.
Why would they decide that you're paying the opponent and the opponent doesn't pay you though? How do they figure?
Because I'm the home fighter.
Oh, okay, you're the home fighter.
So they've got someone to come in for man.
Cool.
You come in, fight my guy, and pay you kind of thing.
So if you sell your own tickets, how like you do sometimes, is that your bread?
No.
It's not?
No, that goes to the promoter and you get a little percentage out of it. But if you're already promoted, you're already on wages.
Okay.
More or less. So like tickets ain't mandatory. Like you ain't got to sell tickets, but it's better if you do.
Of course.
Because the more tickets you sell and the more money you make for them, it looks like, right, hold on, we can get this guy. For me, like put him on more shows, get more active, and you don't kind of get neglected. Like,
helps you as well, innit?
Yeah, helps me as well. Exactly, been in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So the crowd's there. Oh yeah, too sharp, whatever. And you're thinking, get in there.
Fam, you always have a crowd out. When man go, man. The one thing I always like is like people's crowds, and you see that for when a fighter comes out, you see who's cheering in areas, and you see the areas, and Denz's thing's always rammed still.
You know what's mad? You know, like you see on Snap, you're thinking, okay, this person's there, that person's.
Man didn't even have to go. Man didn't even have to go.
Even I can tell the atmosphere. I'm not even there, fam. I can always see like at least minimum 4 or 5 people on my Snap there. It looks jumpy still.
Yeah, nice live.
I get a lot of love, man. So I appreciate it. So
to get around with one,
it's proper sick still. Like I love having a crowd there, innit? But obviously for the next one, there ain't no crowd. So
what do you think that's gonna?
How's that working?
Yeah. What do you think that's even gonna do for you as well?
I don't even know, man. Like, if I'm being honest, like with the crowd there, when I get in the ring, I feel a bit pumped up. You feel me? I feel like, hold on,
100.
Like,
you would, innit?
I'm coming out. Without the crowd there, I might just feel a bit more
sparring, man.
Relaxed. You feel me? Yeah. Like, a lot of people say, but the thing is,
it's less pressure.
Mentality, But the thing is, I still got to remember that my man there is still coming to fight me. Like it's real. Like you're not just gonna lose and be like, alright, cool. Like if you lose, it's guy on your record, and no one's gonna care whether those fans are there.
That's true.
For me, so like the mindset will probably, the mentality should still be the same. Like for me, should be like, right, hold on. My man's still coming to fight, especially where who I'm fighting ain't signed by no one. He's coming to take his opportunity.
Yeah, of course.
For me,
big
like,
stage for him.
Big stage for him. For me, he's on TV probably for the first time and stuff like that. Like, thinking, you know what? I need to come do my thing and let them know that I'm about this as well. So then he can get his chance. Like I got mine when I got that call last minute.
Because I was gonna say, like, you know, like it's comparing it to football, but now they're saying it's a fair playing field because it's my 11, so like 11 players versus your 11 players. And it's just about who's the better team right now because there's no crowd. So, you know, like, you see them records and it's like, this team hasn't won away in like 6 games. But then since the COVID things come back, man are just winning anywhere. Like, there's no fans. So I was wondering if boxing, would it be like, the best boxer is actually just going to win this? Is that what do you get what I mean? Like, it's going to be the best boxer.
Because there's no crowd, there's no home advantage.
No adrenaline, like, just the best boxer's going to win. I don't know if that can happen. Well, I don't know how that reacts.
That is very true though, but yeah, that is very true because a lot of fighters, say that's a lot of fighters, they'll use the term a gym fighter because in sparring he's cold.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the night,
that's real. Man in training, man in football training as well. You know them ballers on the training.
But when it comes to the fighting, like they're nowhere to be seen.
11 aside, they're dead.
Yeah.
Can't get up and down.
You feel me?
That must happen in boxing still.
So yeah, so it probably does play a part when they come out there in box. There's no pressure from the home crowd screaming at, oh yeah, screaming for the boys' name, and they're thinking, oh damn, I'm getting hurt here. Oh, I missed a shot. That's embarrassing. Or
yeah.
You're not thinking.
I would have thought it would have been better as a boxer because it's less pressure, and then obviously you know if you're actually losing.
Yeah. Some people thrive off pressure though. Like even in the gym, like see, you got gym fighters, you got the total opposite. You got guys that get whacked up in sparring. Like you get guys that they go in sparring and they're holding the beating for the whole camp, but you never let someone fight that. Just because they feel like I don't need to.
Yeah.
That mentality of sparring is like.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
something like that. They ain't got the urge to be like, they just like
nothing on the line, innit?
Nothing on the line. You're just catching shots. Alright, cool. You don't get no trophies here. You don't get paid for it. So take the shots. Okay, move back. Yeah, throw a jab. Some people are very lazy in sparring as well. But on fight night, they're up. They're not letting this one slip.
So I was gonna say, you know, like when the crowd cheers you on, and you're loading up the one bang. That's what I call it, the one bang. You know, the boxing one comes round and just throw man in the head. I'm thinking, without that crowd, or when the crowd's cheering you on to do it, but you know it's not time. So imagine there's a crowd there, but like you're fighting, you know, fam, I can't get this bang off. But they're going like 2 shot, bang him. Do you ever think I'm bagging him for the crowd? That's a weird question, but do you get what I mean? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, do you ever think they've gassed me so much, I'm landing a shot that the trainer's probably thinking, what a smeg, why are you trying to do that for?
I think I've done that in one fight, you know?
Yeah, I'm just thinking now, like, I don't fight in it, but I'm thinking, if I was fighting as a crowd, I'm doing some idiot thing. I'm swinging whap down, anything's going really.
Yeah, I think I've done that in one fight. It was my wildest fight. I think my first fight on the Frank.
Yeah.
I was a live float, so I could come on at any moment.
Oh, okay.
But there were no early stoppages, so I ended up coming up right at the end. But only my lot stayed.
Yeah. Was that on BT?
It was, but not properly. Them lot were doing an interview, and you see my feet in the back.
I watched that one on BT.
Yeah, so I think I come on mad late. And I had another one at Rabbit Hole that actually came on and they showed my fight. Yeah. But this is the first one. So the first one, they come on now, and then I'm just thinking, bro, I've been waiting all night, bro. I was meant to be on second or third before the telly anyway. So I got there from like 3-4.
Did you think you weren't gonna fight?
I kept getting told I was gonna fight, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna fight. But I thought if I don't fight, it is what it is. You feel me? Like I would have had in my head like I might not fight, but I was staying ready to fight. You feel me? But so they I got there early now, innit? Yeah. But my opponents landed late, so they've had to swap my fight and make me the float, and the guy that was the float ended up taking my slot. Okay. So I'm there. I'm one of the first there getting ready. So I've been getting ready all the way to the end of the show, which is like, I think like after 10:30, maybe 11.
So what's that, like 5-6 hours?
Yeah, probably about that. Probably not even longer.
Jesus.
Man's there from like what, 3-4.
That's long.
Yeah.
What do you do backstage on that?
Bro, I was warming up for ages.
That's in the pads.
I warm up. Okay, not yet. Relax. Alright, you might be on next. Warm up. Okay, no, not yet. Alright, you might be on warm up. For time, so I'm sweating, not sweating. So by the time I got in that ring, I probably beefing.
I respect that mindset so much though.
I come out now, and I'm just like, I want to get this over and done with, bro. I'm waiting for time. Now I'm feeding this guy.
I'm angry now.
Basically, more or less angry, bro. Everyone's just screaming, and because there's only my lot, and because like I was last on, they've all got down to ringside.
Yeah.
Everyone just screaming. I can hear everybody. I'm like, cool, relax. And it's my first time fighting in a big venue like that. Before that, I'm fighting in like York Hall and dinner shows. Like, this is Royal Albert Hall. I never even stepped foot in there. Now I'm fighting there on a Frank Warren card. I'm thinking, damn, like, this is like my debut all over again. Kind of thing for me.
Lit.
So, nerves, emotions. I'm thinking, bro, I'm going to beat this guy up. Cool. The bell ran over to me. Whoa. I'm like, yo. I'm like, right. All right, send them all. Do your thing. Hold it. Came out. Cool. When he come out, I started throwing my shots. First round went, I'm thinking, damn, shoot came out. Like, he's really on this thing, guns blazing. Second round, he come out again. I think I even hurt my elbow or shoulder, so I switched southpaw. Then I hit him with a shot, and he went down. I was like, yes, I got him now. Come out now. He's got back up. I come out now. I just ran straight towards him. Everyone's like, rah. I just ran straight towards him. Like, I've never done that. I just gone, rum. Refs called it off. I was like, yeah. Shit. Refs, no, get out of here, man. My coach was like, hey, calm down. I'm like, no, get out of here. That was everything built up before me. Like, the emotions. I'm coming out late. I'm pissed. All my people are just screaming. I'm like, yeah. And I'm looked at them. I'm like, For me, like, that's the one time I think I've actually
put the game plan out the window.
Yeah. Just because everything around me was telling me not to, basically, like, for me. So That was funny though.
But going forward from here, like obviously without the crowds and that, it's gonna man might not get that adrenaline.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the mental mindset of a boxer, because just listen to that story. Yeah, I'm just trying to break it down from someone who's never been in a ring before. To get ready, yeah, and then your mind just has to switch on and then kind of switch off and then switch back on. But like you see, like football, yeah, I can imagine like let's say a delay in kickoff because I play football, innit? Man's got bare people around me, you can vibe off them. I know you got your team in that, but really it's just you going in there. So like, you know, like if you're not ready in football, you have a bad pass. I don't know, your centre back might just cover you.
Yeah. People can pick up your shit.
You see what you're saying? I just clocked like, you see when you weren't ready, bro. That what not ready could be a loss on your record.
Yeah, bro,
like,
that could damage man's whole career.
Damage man's whole thing. Like you have to stay sharp 24.
That's the techie thing about boxing. And the thing is with boxing, yeah, it's like nowadays, the minute you lose, have a bad performance, writing you off. Like he's dead, man.
I see it with Dylan White, bro. Cause I thought he was hard, and then that one loss he has to AJ seemed like he can't get a title fight.
For me, same with AJ when he lost to Ruiz. Even though he beat him in a rematch, people still ain't having it.
People still ain't having
it.
Like,
nah, man. It's dead. He's dead. He got beat. He got knocked out. He didn't knock him back out. He didn't knock him out.
Wilder as well.
Wilder. He was the most feared man in the division. Now he's a punk. Yeah. Like, it's mad, bro.
They just write you off, especially because man don't really know about boxing like that. You know what I'm saying? So for the people that watch, like man, it's like you just want to see who's winning, bro. And if you're losing,
but you got to remember it's a sport though. And in the sport, there's winners and losers, bro. Like, of course. Win, like the best team in any league loses.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
So the best fighter in any division may lose at some point.
Muhammad Ali, obviously one of the greatest in that. And I think, how many did he lose? He lost a couple fights.
I think he lost about 5.
No one talks about his L's, you know.
And no one,
not many people talk about his L's.
You don't get tarnished for it. Someone like AJ could go down and lose one fight as it stands. He could have tried today and lose one fight. And obviously, I'm not saying he's as good as Muhammad Ali, but I'm just saying he would never be talked about because people are like, yeah, but he lost to Ruiz though. Do you get what I'm trying to say? They always throw that in. I think maybe it's a hater thing.
I think it's a weird thing because people will appreciate it more 20, 30 years down after retirement. Like even with who was it? Klitschko. He's had a few losses, but people praise his thing like, one of the best. You feel me? But I guess like when you're living in that moment, you don't really want to give the credit. You feel me? Like it's like when people pass away, no one wants to give them their flowers when they're alive, innit? When they pass and all the love comes out and all the. You feel me? People only appreciate things when it's not there no more.
Yeah, that's true.
No, for real.
So it's just one of those things, innit? Like people call fighters dead all the time, and I'm like, it's a sport, bro. Someone's gonna win, someone's gonna lose, innit? But that's the thing in boxing. You can't have it off that.
No, you can't.
Off that can cost you your whole career.
You can't even have it off second, bro. It's not even a night. A punch is a second, bro. A punch is a second. Like I could play football. Like I said, the ball goes under man's foot. You get me? Goes up for a throw in. It's all calm. Team's got time to. You see the one bang you could receive or miss or whatever it is.
For real,
bro. It could be peak.
Could be peak still.
Could be peak, man. Like there's a lot of great fighters that's taken the L, but I think even Muhammad Ali lost to someone with 7 or 8 fights.
Is it?
Yeah, bro. Obviously, he's old at the time. But no one mentions that. I mean, no one mentions that.
Yeah, no, they don't.
But obviously, I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying they should. I'm just saying, like,
it's there, innit? It's there. It's black and white.
Like,
it's a fact.
Exactly. Keep the same energy all the way through. You feel me? But people just have agendas. Like, the minute you lose, you're dead. Why, bro?